So remember how we always talk about that you just can't make people happy, right? No matter how much you try to pander to people, you're never going to make everybody happy. And the one person or the one group of people, I should say, that you're never going to make happy is the LGBTQ activists on Twitter. It is impossible to make them happy. They themselves aren't even happy with themselves, let alone actually trying to be happy with what someone else is doing or what a corporation is doing in this scenario. But apparently, according to an article from CBR.com, Willow fans accuse Disney Plus and others of targeting LGBTQ plus positive shows following the cancellation rumors. Now, it's not a rumor. It's been officially noted that it's been canceled. So Willow's canceled, all right? Willow is a major woke flop. We knew that was going to be the case. I had an amazing time reporting on that particular announcement because we knew Willow was going to die. And thankfully, Willow has seen through. And it's proven to us that no matter how diverse, no matter how inclusive a TV show may be, Disney, at the end of the day, is going to cancel it once it inevitably fails. And in this particular scenario, it does, in fact, fail. I think, personally, they could have did a better job if they made it into a movie, because that way they can just do a one and done, and whatever excuse they come out with about the movie failing, they could just blame whatever and just move on with their lives. But the fact that they did an entire episodic season TV series just makes that sting that much more stronger. So let's get into the article from CBR.com. In a sense, fans criticize Disney Plus and other outlets over the rumored cancellation of Willow, among other LGBTQ plus positive series. Now, again, the funny thing is, I don't know if these activists, honestly, I do know. I'm trying to give them too much credit. You guys cannot have a TV show just for the sake of having TV shows. I understand that for you, all that matters is whether or not characters are gay in the story, and that's all that matters to you. But ultimately, you cannot just have a TV show be gay just for the sake of being gay. The TV show has to be good. It has to be profitable. It has to be something that's worth keeping around. And just because they cancel this show because it's a major fail doesn't mean that they're suddenly attacking LGBTQ people. It's ridiculous that you guys think that you're absolved from any kind of scrutiny, any kind of criticism, any kind of repercussions. At the end of the day, you're just people. You're nothing special. You're just people. Nobody cares who you sleep with. It has nothing to do with whether or not a TV show is profitable or not. This particular TV show decided to pander to you instead of focusing on creating a good story that was going to be a good sequel to the previous Willow film. But unfortunately for them, it failed, and now they had to cancel it. And now look, because Disney Plus had to cancel it, all of a sudden people are accusing Disney, of all people, Disney, of being against LGBTQ people, which is hilarious. So I don't know why Disney continues to want to pander to these people when they will never be happy with whatever decision Disney makes. They're always going to be walking on eggshells, and this is why you don't bend the knee to these people. But regardless, let's talk about it. So it says, fans are lashing out at Netflix. I want to know what fans, by the way. Netflix, Disney Plus, and other streaming services networks online over the rumored cancellation of Willow. Following since-disputed reports that Willow would not be returning to a second season, fans took to Twitter to voice their outrage. Many pointed out that Willow was ostensibly the latest in a long line of LGBTQ plus positive shows that have been canceled recently. That's because they mostly suck. Almost every single one of them suck. You're so focused on making sure that every character in there is gay that you're not focusing on what the actual story is, and unfortunately it takes a hit. The story cannot be the one to take the hit for your identity politics. It just can't happen. If it happens, people are going to get bored. You can only ride the coattails of diversity and inclusion for so long before people are going to say, okay, well, what else do you have to offer other than the fact that you're showing me some gayness on screen? Like, you need to offer me something else here. Otherwise, I'm out. There's no point in me sticking around. It says, including Netflix's First Kill and Warrior Nun, as well as Prime Video's A League of Their Own. Others pointed out that many of these same shows were among the few in production to prominently feature lesbian characters and relationships. Who cares, bro? Who fucking cares? This is unbelievable. So we have a tweet here from Elephant. I don't really know who this is. It says, Disney Plus, this is what you are taking away from people. You should be ashamed. No, you shouldn't be ashamed. They're a business. They're trying to make money. That is their goal. And ultimately, I know they, for a while, didn't care about making money because, again, they were just pandering to the LGBTQ after the whole Florida situation. But it's starting to catch up to them. They're starting to realize that the money's getting a little tight. You know what I mean? They have to focus fire their money and figure out what they're going to keep and what they're not going to keep. You have another tweet here from this Leigh Llewellyn person who says, Willow, canceled. Warrior Nun, canceled. Batwoman, canceled. Thank God, by the way. LOT, canceled. Charmed, canceled. Legacies, canceled. First Kill, The Wilds, Gentleman Jack, Aloto, Killing Eve, Supergirl, lead ship queer baited. This is so good. It's so good. I love to see the anger because again, these particular people think that they are absolved from the requirements of what makes a good show. Like they are, because the characters are gay, you can't cancel it. Because the characters are gay, you can't say it's a bad show. Because the characters are gay, you cannot talk against it whatsoever. Otherwise, you are a bigot and you're only focused on money. Well, guess what? It's a business. They are supposed to be only focused about money. All of these shows, for the most part, were probably trash, to be honest with you. And I'm sure if I look at it, it's going to have perfect critic scores and terrible audience scores. On the most part, on average, for the most part. This person here, of course, with a diversity higher profile picture that's not themselves, says no, because Willow has been one of the only shows where I've seen myself in the characters. As a butch lesbian, it's so hard to find good representation. I'm so livid that Willow has been canceled. Are you fucking kidding me? Again, you have people who have now reduced themselves to like literally seeing themselves in a character. That's the only way that they can enjoy a story. That's the only way that they can enjoy a TV show or a movie, is if they literally see a physical manifestation of themselves just without the name. It is so pathetic. That is literally making it such a terrible way to try to like do entertainment. I don't understand people who think like that. Why do you need to see yourself in order to enjoy the TV show? And then now you're mad because the TV show got canceled. Just because you enjoyed it doesn't mean other people enjoyed it. And it's been pretty obvious at this point, because of the cancellation, that there is millions and millions and millions of people that did not enjoy it because they didn't watch this show. And we told you guys, we said it, this was going to be a mega flop. We knew that the Willow TV series was going to be a mega flop. Once they started talking about diversity, equity, inclusion, we knew the story took a back burner, and that's the problem. These stories always take back burners to the pandering squad, and unfortunately for you, it always ends in a cancellation. It says, another sad news for the queer community. Willow has been canceled after one season. I cannot take the cancel your gays trend anymore. When will streaming platforms understand that representation matters and we aren't a small audience? Let us stay loud. Well, okay, that is an oxymoron. Okay, that is an oxymoron, because listen, the only reason they're canceling this show is because it did not do well. The fact that you put A League of Their Own, this fucking pathetic rewriting of actual history, and the fact that you're trying to put it up here and say, oh, you're just canceling gays just to cancel gays. No, the shows are trash, okay? They are not great. For you to say you're not a small audience, well, guess what, sweetie? You are a small audience, because if you are a big audience, this would not be getting canceled in the first place, and that's the entire problem that I'm talking about. You guys are not as big as you think. I know you think because you're on Twitter and you get a bunch of likes and retweets that the crowd that you're a part of is bigger than it actually is, but you are a very, very, very small minority of the population, extremely small, to the point where it's almost negligent to even talk about it, analytically wise anyway, regarding a TV show, but I digress. It is what it is. You can say what you want to say. It says, this better be a effing joke. Let's cancel all WLW representations on TV. That's a good idea. Why is the world like that? Because it's business. It's business. These people are not thinking from a business mindset. They're thinking from an ideological standpoint. That's what they're doing. And they're trying to talk about why something should or should not be canceled when they have no personal investment of their own money into making that TV show. The show bombed. No matter what you want to say, no matter how bad you want to deny it and wish it wasn't true, the show absolutely bombed. And because of that, there is no reason to pursue this show anymore. It says, while it was initially reported that Willow was the first Lucasfilm project to end prematurely under Disney+, showrunner Jonathan Kasdan offered fans a more hopeful explanation of the scenario at hand. Kasdan stated that neither he nor anyone at Lucasfilm would or have actually characterized it quite that way in response to the news that the series was canceled. Kasdan also added that scripts for a second season exist with intent to be filmed, and that the series' core cast were released from their contracts due to the fact that another season of Willow would not be filmed for at least another 12 months. This allows for actors such as Annabelle Davis to continue working elsewhere until Willow Season 2 is ready to begin filming. I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, I would be highly, highly surprised if that's going to happen. And ultimately, only time is going to tell. Willow, for right now, is at least another year plus out. Probably more than that, because if they're not doing anything filming-wise for a year, once they actually start filming, now you're talking 2-3 years. I think they're just personally biding their time to see if they can even do anything with this franchise at this point. Otherwise, they're just going to let it go and let it die. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.